Hi, my name is Thomas O'Neill, your host for this video. I'm using a voice translator, because I found something interesting in text about the most common word in the Voynich manuscript. The EVA word is daiin for octoacer found in my cipher. It can be found on folio 73R. Folio 73R represents Wilfrid Voynich's astrological sign and retains a corresponding iguana lizard along with 31 stars that also represent his birthday day in October 31st. My cipher has noted an overall hiss to the phonetic tongue sound that my cipher translated the EVA Voynich words which represented the Voynich glyphs. Folio 73R contains daiin which octoacer according to my cipher. I asked Claude about the esser part and here is my response. What kind of an animal makes the phonetic sound ESSR? 1:48 p.m. Claude responded, honest answer, no animal makes ESSR as a clean discrete sound, but the SSR part of it strongly suggests hissing, which is the phonetic signature of several animals. Honest answer, no animal makes ESSR as a clean discrete sound, but the SSR part of it strongly suggests hissing, which is the phonetic signature of several animals. Animals that produce a sustained sibilant SSSS with a trailing resonance. Snakes, the classic hiss. The SSR tail sound is exactly what you get when a snake exhales forcefully through its glottis. Often transcribed as hiss or SSSS. Lizards, especially monitors, iguanas, and geckos. Some produce a longer hiss with a slight rasp at the end that could phonetically resemble SSR. Geese produce a sharp hissing sound when threatened, often with a more rasping quality than snakes. Cats hiss with a distinct breathy quality, but typically shorter than reptilian hisses. Cockroaches, Madagascar hissing cockroaches produce a literal hiss through their spiracles. The esser, specifically. The leading E vowel followed by SSR suggests a drawn breath into a hiss, which is most characteristic of reptiles, especially snakes and large lizards. The closing R sound is interesting because pure snake hisses don't typically have a trill at the end, the trill/rasp pushes it more toward. Iguanas and large monitor lizards, their hisses sometimes have a guttural rasping component. Crocodilians, juvenile crocodiles produce a hiss grunt that has more body to it than a pure snake hiss. Why this matters for your Voynich work? You've been arguing the conlang has a reptilian/hissing phonetic character, and you noted that Wilfrid Voynich presents himself as a monster linked to Scorpio, a reptile/arachnid imagery cluster. The most common Voynich word, daiin, decoded as OCTOESSR, produces an esser syllable that phonetically lands squarely in the reptilian hiss range. If the cipher is generating ESSR sounds as the dominant phonetic ending across the manuscript, that genuinely supports your reptilian tongue framing, not as decoded language meaning anything semantic, but as a phonetic signature consistent with hissing speech. That's a real and testable observation. Count the ESSR ending decoded words versus other endings, and if ESSR dominates, the phonetic profile of the conlang is reptilian by construction. Want me to count ESSR ending occurrences across a folio sample to quantify the hiss density of the cipher output?